Class 12th, subject physics, 9th chapter, current electricity. This diagram represents the determination of unknown resistance X by using Wheatstone meter bridge. So regarding this experiment, there will be some of the sources of errors in the meter bridge. So let us see the source of errors in this meter bridge. First one is the cross section of the wire may not be uniform. The error in the experiment will take place due to non-uniformity of this wire, and therefore the area of cross section of this wire may not be uniform, so that error will be introduced in the experiment. Second is the ends of the wire are soldered to the metallic strips where contact resistance is developed. So if you consider these ends of the wire connected at point C as well as at point A, then there will be contact resistance between the ends of that wire and the metallic strips. Third one is the measurement of Lx and Lr may not be accurate. So the measurement of the lengths of these segments Lx and Lr may or may not be accurate due to that meter scale. That measurement will be done, and therefore it may or may not be accurate. So these are some of the source of errors in the meter bridge. Let us see now how to minimize these errors. So first one is the value of R is so adjusted that the null point is obtained to the middle of the wire, that is between 34 centimeter to 66 centimeter, so that the percentage error in the measurement of Lx and Lr are minimized. So while measuring these lengths Lx and Lr now, that error will take place. But now if the null point is obtained near to midpoint of this wire, and so that this value of R is adjusted, so that we will get the null point between 34 centimeter to 66 centimeter along the length of the wire, then it will minimize that error. Second one will be the experiment is repeated by interchanging the positions of unknown resistance X and the known resistance R. So here the positions of X and R will be interchanged. So initially in the left gap X is connected, in the right gap R is connected, then it will be interchanged, that is in the left gap R will be connected and in the right gap X will be connected, and by the same procedure the experiment will be carried on. Similarly, in order to minimize the error, this jockey will be tapped at different points along the length of the wire instead of sliding it along the length of the wire. So these are some of the methods in order to minimize the errors. Now let us see the applications of Wheatstone bridge. It is used to measure the values of very low resistance precisely, as well as it is used to measure galvanometer resistance, capacitance, inductance and impedance. Now let us see the next point, that will be Kelvin's method to determine the resistance of galvanometer. Kelvin's method to determine the resistance of galvanometer by using the meter bridge. So in the construction of this Kelvin's method for determination of the resistance of the galvanometer, this galvanometer will be removed. This galvanometer is removed from this circuit, so that point B will be directly connected to the jockey. So jockey will be connected directly to the point D, and in the left gap, the galvanometer whose resistance we have to determine will be connected. So that will be in the left gap, that is G, so that the length of the wire along the side of galvanometer equal to Lg, and here it will be Lr. So this diagram will represent the Kelvin's method for the determination of resistance of galvanometer by using meter bridge. So in this case, in the left gap, the galvanometer whose resistance is to be determined is connected. In the right gap, unknown resistance R in the form of resistance box will be connected. The point B will be directly connected to the jockey. Then between the two ends of that wire A and C, a series combination of battery, key and rheostat RH will be connected. So that if you consider the working of this meter bridge, then in the working, a suitable resistance is taken in the resistance box R. A suitable resistance from this resistance box is taken, that is the resistance R is introduced in the circuit. The current is passed through the circuit by closing the key K. Now this key will be closed so that current will be set up, current will be passed through the circuit. Then without touching the jockey at any point on the wire, the deflection in the galvanometer is obtained. So as soon as current is passed through it, the current will pass through the galvanometer, and hence galvanometer will show some deflection without touching this jockey to that wire. After that, when the galvanometer shows that deflection will be large, and therefore the rheostat RH is adjusted to get a suitable deflection near about 2/3 of its range. Generally the range of the galvanometer is from 0 to 30, so 2/3 of its range the deflection will be adjusted by adjusting the rheostat. Then jockey is tapped at different points. Then the jockey will be tapped at different points of the wire, and a point of contact D for which the galvanometer shows no change in the deflection is found. So when this jockey is tapped at different points along the length of this wire, it will be observed that for only point D, the galvanometer will show same deflection as that of it shows before touching that jockey to this wire. So only at single point D we will get same deflection without touching the jockey to that wire, and after touching the jockey to that wire at point D. Then as the galvanometer shows the same deflection with or without contact between the points B and D, these 2 points must be equipotential points. So points B and D are equipotential points, and hence the lengths of the meter bridge wire Lg and Lr are measured, because as these 2 points B and D are equipotential points, and therefore no current will pass through this section BD, and therefore this bridge will be balanced. We will get point D as the balancing point, and hence the lengths Lg and Lr will be measured. Now let us go for calculation. So let RAD and RDC be the resistances of 2 parts of the wire AD and DC. So 2 parts of the wire AD and DC will be having their resistances RAD and RDC. As the bridge is now balanced, therefore the balancing condition for this bridge will be given as G by R equal to RAD upon RDC, because in this diagram there will be four resistances G, R, resistance of LG and resistance of LR, and therefore G by R equal to RAD upon RDC. But RAD upon RDC will be calculated as LG upon LR, and therefore G by R equal to LG upon LR or G equal to R LG upon LR. But the total length LG plus LR is equal to 100 centimeter, and therefore as LG plus LR equal to 100 centimeter, therefore LR will be equal to 100 minus LG. LR will be equal to 100 minus LG, and therefore G equal to R into LG upon 100 minus LG. By using this relation, we can calculate the resistance of the given galvanometer, that is G. Now, the second application of it is the post office box. The post office box. Now it is as shown in the diagram, that is post office box. Now this post office box is also a practical form of Wheatstone bridge. So post office box is the practical form of the Wheatstone bridge. In its construction, it consists of three arms P, Q and R. So it will contain three arms P, Q and R. So in the diagram P and Q are shown here. Now that R will be having here like this resistances. This will be the R section. R will be shown here. So it will represent section R, which contains again different resistances. So here in this case, this post office box will be having three parts of the resistances P, Q and R. So these are the resistances P, Q, R. Then the resistances in these three arms are adjustable. In P, Q and R we can adjust the resistances. The two ratio arms, that is P and Q. P and Q are the ratio arms which will contain resistances 10 ohm, 100 ohm and 1000 ohm each. So for P and Q only three resistances are shown, and these are having their values 100 ohm, 10 ohm as well as 1000 ohm each. The third arm R contains large number of resistances ranging from 1 ohm to 5000 ohm. So R is having large number of resistances ranging from 1 ohm to 5000 ohm. The unknown resistance X forms the fourth resistance. This X is externally connected in the circuit and it will give rise to fourth resistance. So all these resistances P, Q, R and X, these four resistances are connected in the form of Wheatstone bridge, and therefore in the diagram there are two tap keys K1 and K2. So for proper contact, these two keys K1 and K2 as the tap key are acting there. Now let us go for working of this. So if you consider the working, the resistances in the arms P and Q are fixed. The resistances in the arms P and Q are fixed to a desired ratio. Then the resistance in the arm R is adjusted so that the galvanometer shows no deflection, that is null deflection or zero deflection. This will be achieved only when if we adjust the value of R. So in the arm R, if the value of R is so adjusted that the galvanometer shows no deflection or zero deflection, then we can say that the bridge is balanced, and therefore the unknown resistance can be calculated by using this balancing condition, so that for this balancing condition, for this four stoppage, the balancing condition is given as, the balancing condition will be given as P by Q equal to R by X, and therefore X equal to RQ upon P. Now if the length L of the wire, it is taken as capital L, and small r represents its radius, that is capital L is length of the wire, small r is radius of the wire, then the specific resistance of the material of that wire is given as, specific resistance will be given as rho equal to x pi r square upon L. The general expression for specific resistance R is RA upon L, where R is resistance, A is area of cross section of that wire, and L is the length. So in this relation, R is replaced by X because this wire will be having its resistance is equal to X. This is the wire having its resistance equal to X, and the radius is equal to small r, and therefore in this relation R will be replaced by X and A will be replaced by pi r square, and small l is replaced by capital L, and therefore the specific resistance of the wire is equal to X into pi r square upon L. So that is regarding the post office box.